Good day here in the shop, Fabrication Nation. We got new toys and we're gonna test them out today. So what we got here is a Powermax 45. I really like the Hypertherm brand. I've had and used Hypertherm before, and they're the best in the business. They do cost a little bit of money, but you really get what you pay for with Hypertherm. So we're gonna bust this thing open and see what it's got. Okay, so if you don't know how I feel about packaging, my take on packaging is don't give me all the junk, don't give me all the crap, don't pretty it up, just give me what I need and nothing that I don't. And I think Hypertherm did a pretty good job of doing that. They've got some really beefed up cardboard here that keeps it safe. This is the bottom piece, this is the top piece. Look at the box. There's not a lot to it. I mean, they're not real flashy with the marketing. Just enough to show you what you're getting. And as far as the content, operator's manual, some more books and a CD, operator's manual on a CD, so that's kind of nice. And then your equipment. So got all the equipment here. So right off the bat, I have to say I appreciate the packaging job. And another thing that I noticed right off the bat is how small and light this thing is. It does come with a strap. These things pop up like that, and then you can hook the strap on and then you're on the go. So that's kind of nice. We've got ground clamp here, power cord here, and the gun here. And they also throw in some consumables, so that's pretty nice too. Looks like we have the tip. This is a non-drag tip, and some of the internals. And so, what I didn't pay for in the packaging and the flashiness of the box, I got in consumables, so thank you for that. Okay, let's get an up close look at this. We've got a ground clamp here. Here's our torch gun, power cord. On our controls, it looks like we have our amp setting, and then we have our torch setting here. We can either pierce, cut, and gouge. And then on the back, we've got our air connection and our on-off switch. Looks like that would be for our machine torch. I'm guessing, I'm not 100% sure, but if I had to guess, that's for the machine torch. Okay, so not a lot to it. Let's get this thing plugged up and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Okay, I've got everything hooked up. It appears that everything's hooked up properly. I've got some scrap metal here. I cut this off of a trailer the old-fashioned way with the Sawzall. If I would have had this plasma cutter, it probably would have helped out. I've got some 1/2-inch flat bar, and this thing is designed to cut 1/2 inch on a regular basis. It says it should have no problem cutting 1/2 inch, and I think severe is like 3/4 inch, but I've seen videos where people are actually cutting 1 inch plate with the Powermax 45. So should have no problem with this 1/2 inch plate, and we're going to test that out and see. Well, it looks like it has no problem cutting through that. That's pretty clean and that's pretty fast. A lot faster than you could get through with a torch or a saw or an angle grinder. I'll show you this up close. You can see that. That's a good chunk of metal there. And it just ate right through that. Very clean cut. Hardly any dross off to the side. Okay, let's see how it handles the 1/2 inch. All right, here we go. All right, I don't think it gets any better than that. I went a little fast the first time, so it didn't quite penetrate all the way through, but I slowed it down the next several times and just cut straight through, very clean, very quick. So I'm pretty happy. All right, so this thing's cooling down, but I'm pretty happy with it. I'll use it here the next few weeks. I've got a job that I bought this for. It's the whole reason why I bought it, where I'm going to be cutting a lot of plate and several different openings and shapes out of plate. So I'll let you know how I like it. But like I said, I've used Hypertherm before. I'm a big fan of the brand and the products. I went with the 45 just because I needed a little bit of extra capability. They do have the 30, the Powermax 30, which I think can handle 1/4 inch plate and 1/2 inch fairly well. But like I said, I have a lot to cut through, and this machine is already starting to cycle, so I don't want to have to wait on that 30 on the duty cycle for it. So even though this is cycling and warming or cooling down, I think the duty cycle is going to be completely fine for what I need it for, and it's light, it's compact. I can take it on the go if I need to, or I could just wheel it around here in the shop. That'll probably be one of the next projects I have on top of the Mini that I have lined up for here in the shop. But I want to build some type of a small cart for this thing so that I can wheel it around the shop wherever I need, and then I can just lift it off the cart and take it in the back of the truck if I need to. So really happy with it. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of time with it. So if you're thinking about buying one, I'd highly suggest looking into the Hypertherm brand. Thanks for joining me today. Go out and build something.